Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Low Depot Park. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins.
We're breaking the silence, so open your eyelids. Yeah, we're breaking down barriers. You are not scaring us. You can keep up with the pace. I am in love with the chase. You better get out my way. Please do not get in my face. You will end up a disgrace. This is not up for debate. Losing is not in my face. So you better stay in your place. We fight hard, don't back down. We rise up. We warriors. We stand tall. We push through. Don't give up. We warriors. We fight hard.
All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
The only thing that's left after it all goes wrong is right. Rebel against the dying of the light. And now when I go gentle in tonight, find the path, find the journey, find the purpose. Making sure that all the pain I felt was worth it. I'ma stand up. I'ma stand up. I'ma stand up. I'ma rise to the top. Never will I fall, always will I fly. You can see it in my eyes. I'm a fighter, so I fight. The only thing that's left after it all goes wrong is right.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway, and on the hill, Sandy Alcantara. What's the scouting report on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. There's the strike to the knees, and we are underway.
First pitch, 640.
Swinging a foul straight back.
One, two.
The shortstop takes the ball. Started after it, appeal to third, and yes, he offered at it. And now it's Juan Soto, homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon, and that's through there for a strike. Alcantara, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next pitch is outside. That's a little bit low. One down, base is empty. That one misses. 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
One out, base is empty. Time called now before the payoff pitch. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
That pitch in for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Ball,
Alonso went deep in his most recent game. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Now one
2-2.
missed. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side in the first.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here with my pal Singy and our pitcher tonight, Kodai Senga. Chris, how about a scouting report?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And there's a foul ball. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Out to short, Lindor. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now for the Marlins lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Next offering is down low.
1-1.
There's the strike.
2.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Outside corner, got him looking.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Line drive, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. Over to first, and he's safe. Swing and a foul out of play.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
High in the air, out to right. Soto. And that is that. One left for Miami. We played an inning. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, Starling Marte up to hit. Alcantara back to work. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. On the ground to the left. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw comes in too late, and he's on at first.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick, and the glove might have taken his eye off it a little early. But regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
And now it's Jose Siri. Went deep in the ball game last night. There's a strike.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Just misses with that one.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Breaking ball misses down and away. Alcantara over to first. Marte dives back in.
Strike.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Marte on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Acuna with a homer in his last game.
1 ball, no strikes.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. Marte around third. Now a long throw home. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the batter now, Tyrone Taylor. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Safe at second with a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball. That clips the zone. It's 2-2. Acuna stands at second with 2 gone. And that's downstairs and outside. Luis Torrens waiting to hit for the Mets. And here it comes. He goes down looking. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Sanchez launched a homer in his most recent game. Foul ball there.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
And he grounds one to the right side. Acuna whips it to first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Graham Pauley.
And here is Graham Pauley. And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. And that one is inside. High fly ball, right field. Soto gets under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 7th, catcher,
Digging
number
in,
50.
Agustin Ramirez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And it's fouled away.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Marlins down quietly. And it remains 1-0. Back here in Miami, and here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Fly ball down the line. Sanchez ranging after it. He's got it. And there's one down.
Outstanding catch right there. And I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch. And a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Lindor takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. And ball another 3. Ball. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one fouled off. And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's Juan Soto. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. To the right side, and it goes just foul. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Mets go down quickly, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
I don't think you understand, I'm on my way. Oh man, 100 bands, raw papers, all gas.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
Marlins.
And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. And the pitch. And that drops in for a strike.
That's a strike.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
Next to hit, Derek Hill.
That's down.
Just missed. Swing and a ground ball. Vientos whips it to first. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins.
So the batting order turns over. Otto Lopez. The next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. Up the middle, Lindor on to first.
You're out.
And that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Here's Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
First
Ball
pitch
1.
doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very
Ball
patient
2.
at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1
2
run,
ball.
but the
No
starter's
strike.
pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
2-0. And a foul ball. Fouls one off. 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so it just makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Here's Starling Marte. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
And
Ball
ball 1.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Next
Ball
pitch is
2.
downstairs.
2-1.
In the air, left field. Myers under this one. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter Jose
Siri up now for the Mets. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
0-1.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Bounced up the middle. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman Mark Vientos.
Man at first, and next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. 0 for 1 so far. That's
Ball.
down and in.
1 ball. No strikes.
Siri leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one fouled hard the other way. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Love how he let that ball
Now
travel,
batting,
trusted
second
his
baseman,
hands. Nice
Luis
job of going the other way.
Acuna.
And now, Luis Angel Acuna singled and drove in a run his first time through. Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Going 2 now.
Ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And
Ball
that's
2.
outside. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. In the dirt, blocked. And it's a strikeout for the Sandman, his second of the game. 2 left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Griffin Conine. The wind of the pitch. That one catches the corner for a strike.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Oh, 2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Pitches in the dirt. Going to count 1 and 2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Toss to Alonso. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. The Mets leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. High fly ball out into left center field. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now Jonah Bride flied to right his first time. Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 strikes.
And the 0-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. 1 out and a runner at second. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Grounded out his first time up. pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Edwards at second with 2 down. That misses the zone, and now 2-0.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
2 outs. Out to short. Lindor zips it across.
He's out.
And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Alcantara back to work. Right through there for a strike. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Jesus Tinoco up and throwing. Martinez getting loose as well. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, right field. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, catcher.
And now the
Luis
catcher
Torrens.
comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. There's the strike up high. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Got the out.
Now batting, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Two down, nobody on. That misses.
1-2.
Now 1-2. And they'll do it again. Hard hit left side. Slings it across. And that is that. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. But they still lead it 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Third baseman, Graham Holly.
Fastball for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Grounds one to short. Lindor on to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, number 50.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
No ball.
If I'm at the
One
dish
strike.
right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
That one misses. 2-1.
2 balls. 1 strike.
One down, base is empty.
No, that's a ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Alonso gets under it.
He put a little bit and popped it up.
Left fielder,
Dane Myers getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one is lifted in the air. Soto gets under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Still. Back here in Miami. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
Alonso, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. First pitch misses. Outside corner, there's a strike. Popped up. Right. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Starling Marte.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Jesus Tinoco.
Number 38.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Starling Marte. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there, and that is strike 1. And that one clips the corner.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That's off the mark. Ball 1.
1 ball.
Soto
2 strikes.
leads off first with 1 away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece and stays alive. That
Ball.
misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Line drive and foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Here's Lopez for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
So now here's the Mets DH, Jose Siri. And that one finds its way through. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
First and second, 2 outs. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Two on, 2 outs. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. Nice work from the Miami pen there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. Well, we go bottom 6, and now for the Marlins, Derek Hill.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Second baseman, Otto.
And up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. He's grounded out a couple of times. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
1 down, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Now at the plate, Griffin Conine. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two outs. Ground ball to the right side.
Foul.
And that's just foul. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Torrens down to first with it. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Seth Martinez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game at the plate. Luis Angel Acuna. First pitch, not close. Movement in the bullpen. Calvin Fauché, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a strike. On the ground to third. Slings to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, center fielder Tyrone Taylor.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
1 ball, no strikes.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Hill in position. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, catcher Luis
Stepping
Torrens.
in, Luis Torrens. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Sanchez makes the play, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the inning, and down to shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
The shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
That one out to right. Soto gets under it. Brings it in. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Jonah.
And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride.
I really hope you listen to the essence of this message. Like you dressing so expressive and you're moving in percentage. Advantage adolescence when you always have.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
And that'll get down for a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Runner takes off, and that one fouled off. Strike 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Headed towards the corner. Soto really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. That's off the mark. 1-2 to count. Right over at first with 1 away. That one not close. And the count's even at 2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Graham Pauley.
And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
2 outs. And fouled off. So now 1-2.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position. So the tying run at second. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
Now batting, number 50.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Now pitching for the New York
Taking over
Mets.
On the mound for the Mets, Danny Young.
81.
Well, the best relievers
Danny
love
Young.
the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that's the 3rd out. Marlins strand a pair. They trail here 1-0.
Now pitching
Welcome
for the
back, and a new
Marlins.
arm on the mound to start the 8th. Calvin
Number 53.
Fauché. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Fauché.
Here's Francisco
Leading off
Lindor.
for the Mets.
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts
Francisco
and a
Lindor.
ground out. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Fouled off. He was late. That
Down
just
low.
misses. 2-1. And a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
In the air, out towards right center. Sanchez ranging after it. Puts it away for the out. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
That's inside. 1-0. Miami's bullpen with some action. Declan Cronin getting loose out there. Enriquez also getting ready. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Not even close there. And the count now 2-0. And
Ball
another
3.
ball. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. Last one wasn't even close.
So a man at first. Pete Alonso will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back there. Out of here. 3rd home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Calvin Fauché departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. New pitcher for the Marlins, Ronnie Enriquez.
Number 32.
This is his 3rd time out this year.
Ronnie Enriquez.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Starling Marte. They say it went.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside with a breaking ball. On the ground. Marte retired.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Siri.
2 outs, base is empty. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. And
ball,
that misses. And that is ball 1. Just missed.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That's in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And that drops in for a strike.
That four-door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Swings through that. Ramirez gathers, goes to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 3-0. Bottom of the eighth. Now the left fielder, Dane Myers.
Left fielder, Dane Myers.
Pulls that one foul.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times. And it just...
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And the bottom of the eighth starts with a double.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Now, Derek Hill. Right through there for a strike.
No ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Now the 0-1. And the sweeper catches the plate.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting.
Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Myers, the runner at second with one away. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Ground ball left side. Slings to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Griffin Conant. In there at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Marlins leave one. They trail it here 3-0.
I'm about to shake up the system. I'm about to do something different. I'm about to change.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Declan Cronin.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 51, Declan Cronin.
So digging in, Mark Vientos, 1 for 3.
Mark Vientos.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Weathers appears to be getting loose. Next offering is fouled back. Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first, out, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th.
Ball.
That's inside. Ball 3.
3-1.
And that one is in for a strike.
Full count.
Swing and a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Luis Torrens.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Declan Cronin gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
And Ryan Weathers is coming on.
Number 35. Ryan Weathers.
So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
No.
Taylor, the runner at first with 2 gone. To first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out. And that is that. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz. A chance at his first save of the year.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xavier Edwards. Lifted in the air, right field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, first baseman, Jonah.
And here is Jonah Bride. Diaz, 30 years old now, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2012. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Now batting, right fielder, Jesus.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
Sanchez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The Mets trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, a 4-pitch save. He was just starting to get comfortable out there after throwing a lot of pitches in the bullpen in this one. But a nice job of attacking the hitters, being very efficient. And this is what you want to do. You want to come in and you want to close things out as quickly as possible.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin every day. A new version of me, a third of me, demented, cemented in pain, juggling.